So, if you've watched another video before this, you notice allergies are out of control. So, apologize. Sleep apnea totally sucks. And I already did this video 3 times the other week, and I forgot my mask, and my daughter is napping in the other room, which I'm watching the monitor, so make sure she's still asleep. So if it beeps, yeah. Sleep apnea totally sucks. Since my neck is only 18.5 inches or 18 inches now, my sleep apnea is very rare, so I get the luxury of just wearing like the nozzle pieces, or just something that shoots up air up the nose. I don't have to wear the whole face thing or whatever. That's really hell. So this is going to be about sleep apnea for the fitness bodybuilder community, because that's what I can relate to. And because, yeah, I mean, I'm a little fat, but not, you know, like 400 pounds fat. So my sleep apnea is different. So there was always something that was told to me as a little kid when I was a teenager, as I wanted to be Mr. Pro Bodybuilder, which is stupid. I screwed up all my scholarships for baseball and track and racing and all that stuff. So another rant for another video. That basically, guys 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", everything would be fine until about 220, 235, and that was 100% right. When I was 220, everything was fine. 230. Once I got around 230, 240, a lot of health issues started happening. And that leads into sleep apnea. For some reason, when I was 240, also my neck just started growing. Of course, when I was 300, I was like 20-some inch neck. Now, for me, it was a little different. I have a real small. Everything up here is all screwed up from when I was born. I was supposed to be aborted. So that's why I almost have a cleft palate. My throat's real small, and my hormones are all messed up, so I really produce no testosterone or growth hormone. So everything was here. So of course, when the muscles started growing, it really started suffocating. And it was so scary, and it still happens sometimes. More when I'm dehydrated, but I would had a hard time breathing during the day because all that muscle is just closing it in even more. Now, to jump ship a little bit, mine, even old age, for some reason there's I call it a noggin. There's like something in the back of your throat that drops as we get older. Another great thing about being over 40. But I don't understand it, because we talk so much, we do all that. I don't understand why it's loose, and none of the doctors really know why. I mean, I've been to so many sleep apnea specialists and ear, nose, and throat doctors, and they're all like, we don't know. It's just old age. It just starts sinking. Like, people the famous over 40, we all start falling apart because we're not meant to live really over 40. So that's why when you lay down, that noggin goes boom. Oh, let's have a really fat tongue. That happened once I got above 220, 230. Has nothing to do with hormones. My fat tongue, so it even clogs up even more. And if you look in the back of my throat, it's huge. And then a lot of times when I lay down, it goes in the back, and then it's a double whammy. It cuts off all the air too. Now, not everyone has a fat tongue, but again, it's usually something. Once you grow a certain size, you can't lose it. It's a muscle, which is really weird. You can lose muscle everywhere else, can't. Now, the neck muscle, it's super hard to lose. I actually proved to the doctors that I could lose it, and they said, oh, you'll never be below 18.5 inches. Excuse me, I got down to all the way down to 18 inches. So I proved them completely wrong. And that's another thing. It seems it's a famous thing is when us men get above 18.5 inches, right around 18.5 is when the sleep apnea starts. Little girl with gymnasts, the thick necks, they said it's almost like a epidemic that it's happening with those poor little girls. And again, that's fitness related. But I remember going into the doc and going, at the time when I first went in there, when I really doing it, I think I blew it up to like 260, 270. I think it was almost up to around 270, 280. And I was like, bro, wait a minute. Sorry, yeah, I want to make sure I say that right, because because my first doctor was really awesome. I was like, bro, but look at me, I'm in shape. I mean, I had abs, freaking 280, I was jacked, shredded, and I'm like, but what do you mean? Because I only heard that sleep apnea was for the thing, and he's like, no, dude, it has to do with your size, and you're never going to lose it. So I can't remember his name either, but I'd love to meet him. But he moved back up north. I'd love to prove him that I actually got the neck down to 18 and a half inches. But you have this stupid machine that we've all probably seen or heard about, and you got to have it wherever you go. And it's not guaranteed to work, because for me, lately with the allergies kicking in, I've had to up the air pressure. And then you got to secretly go in the back and, change it. I don't know if all machines can do that, so now I got to up the pressure. So now what's happened is the pressure was too much. It was almost blowing my eardrums out. Then the side effect that I personally have, that many doctors thought I was nuts, is you have to remember that machine that's pumping in all this air is totally not natural. It's just not meant to happen. So for me, I'd wake up. I mean, I'm fat, but I'd wake up even in the middle of the night just bloated. Like the Pillsbury Doughboy, I'm just ginormous. Oh, then just have diarrhea. I mean, so of course you're trying to put on muscle or whatever. You're just on the toilet all morning long because all this air is in there and it got to go somewhere. So then you're popping all these pills to try to control that. Again, all that air pumping in is not natural. And you go online and you read about everyone have the same problem. Oh man, I got diarrhea so bad. I'm going to my pants. I mean, I'm being disgusting, but I'm trying to tell you, it's not fun with the stupid sleep apnea. So I'm bloated to death. And so now that I had to up my air to fight the allergies, because I was suffocating to death, because I was snoring to death. We went on vacation. I was probably keeping up the whole Disney, snoring so bad because the sleep machine wasn't working too well. So now that the allergen was over, I'm able to bump down the pressure. The bloatedness is down. I'm getting back to normal again. So there's another huge side effect. But remember, it's not natural to be big. It's not natural to have tons of air pumping in you. And a lot of doctors will argue with you that, oh, it's okay. It's just, helping you. And it does help you. But if you can, lose the weight. Just don't get big. And I think doing neck exercises, I guess unless it's your football career or something, you have to have it. I think it's stupid. I never did neck exercises. It just started growing, and mainly just from lifting all the heavy ass weight. But this is kind of a rant, but I just want to tell you, sleep apnea sucks. Any questions? I'm not a doctor by any means, but in the YouTube comments section, throw me some questions. Plus it helps out my whatever, it's a rating, or helps out with YouTube or whatever. But seriously, I'll try to help as much as possible. Give my 2 cents. Again, I'm not a doctor or anything professional. Just a stupid retired meathead bodybuilder. I think that's it for today.